Good morning, student. Since your syllabus has been deducted, I am starting with the lesson 4, Life at Mokhamanghat by Jim Corbett. Jim Corbett was born in Nainital in India. He was born in Nainital. Though his parents were Irish, Corbett considered India as his own country. Corbett was, since born in India, he considered himself an Indian only. Corbett was a great hunter and wildlife expert. He was a hunter and he knew all the experts know about the wildlife. He is member for the highly readable account of his experience as hunter. He was a hunter, so his experience he has written in his books. He also took a keen interest in the people of India. He was very interested in people of India. During his lifetime, Corbett was honored in many ways by government of India. He was honored also because he used to love India and his life he all devoted to the Indians only. Both before and after independence. In 1957, after his death, the Hele National Park in Kumaon was renamed Corbett National Park. It was National Park, जो Kumaon National Park was renamed by Corbett National Park. His famous book include My India, Man Eater of Kumaon, etc. He died in Nyeri in Kenya and he died in Africa in Kenya. So today we will ask your teacher more about the author. My man and I did not spend all our time at Mokhamanghat working and sleeping. Work at the start had been very strenuous for all of us and continued to be so. But as time passed and hands hardened and back muscles developed, we settled down in our collars, and as we were pulling in the same direction with a common object, better condition for those independent on us, work moved smoothly and allowed us to short periodic for recreation. Here, my man and I did not spend all our time at Mokhamanghat working and sleeping. Here, the story he is saying that my man, मैं और मेरा आदमी ने मोकामाघाट में काम करते हुए और स्लीपिंग करते हुए टाइम वेस्ट नहीं किया. वर्क एट द स्टार्ट हैड बीन वेरी स्ट्रेसनस फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस. When they started working, it was very strenuous and continued to be so. But as the time passed and hand hardened and back muscles developed, we settled down in our collar, and as we were pulling in the same direction with a common object, better condition for those dependent on us. Then, as the time passed, they were moving in the direction. These make all the work very easy and work smooth experience for a short period of recreation. The reputation we had earned for themselves was clearing the heavy accumulation of goods in Mokhamanghat, and thereafter keeping the traffic moving was something that all of us had contributed toward, and all of us took pride in having earned this reputation and were determined to return it. After working, they gain a reputation. Reputation they had contributed so much for that they got the pride and having earned that reputation, and they wanted to retain that reputation. Therefore, when an individual engaged himself to absent and attend to private affairs, his work was cheerfully performed by his companion. What happened when the individual engaged himself? When a person is engaged himself to absent and attend the private affairs, then his work is always cheerful, means his works always is admired. When I had a little time for myself and few rupees in my pocket, my first undertaking was to start a school for the sons of my workmen. His first aim was that whenever he will get a money, then he will start a school for his workmen's children and for the sons of the lower paid railway staff and the students of the worker who are working in the railway and getting very low pay. The idea originated with Ram Saran, who was keen educationist, possibly because of the few opportunities he himself had to education. In between, we rented a hut, installed a master, and the school known ever afterward as Ram Saran School. Then we, with Ram Saran, was his originated idea from Ram Saran that we should start a school, and he was a educational, so they started and they rented one hut yani झोपड़ी, and they started a school, and school name they gave Ram Saran's school. It started with a membership of 20 boys, and how many boys were there? 20 boys, 20 लड़के थे. Caste prejudice were the first nag we ran up against, but our master soon subjugated it by removing the sides of the hut, for whereas high and low caste boy could not sit together in the same hut, there was no objection to their sitting in the same shed. They opened a school, and there was no caste barriers. All can sit in a same hut. But there was a prejudice in the previous time that all the caste people cannot sit in the same place. So huts, 4 walls were removed. But certainly what happened, that sitting arrangement, they can sit in the same place, there was an idea. For the very start, the school was a great success. When the school started, it was immediately very great success, thanks entirely to Ram Saran's unflagging interest. When suitable building had been erected, an additional 7 masters were employed, and the student increased to the 200. The government relieved us of our financial responsibilities. When the students, the building was upgraded and it was additional, then there were again more 7 teachers were kept, and the students were 200 now, and the government also relieved a financial helps to us. Thank you.